Good morning and welcome to another Morning Java, brought to you as always by our friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market. I actually just came from there, had the thick steak and cheese. You know what I didn't have to stipulate when I ordered it?
Extra meat.
I did not have to stipulate. I did get extra cheese though, but the meat, they actually tell you, it can't be more than it is.
No way. It would be excessive.
And then after that, I find out that Starling Marte got traded.
Right.
And my first thoughts, and this is what I ended up writing in the column, were about him as a person. I've known him for a long time. My wife and I got to know him when he was 18 years old and went to the Dominican Republic. And, he had his ups and downs in Pittsburgh, on and off the field, but a great guy, and he'll be missed. His talent will be missed more, though, won't it?
Oh, absolutely. You don't just go out and replace somebody at that level. And I think you don't say the Pirates are spoiled by much. We got spoiled a little bit by Starling Marte in this city, that I feel like he did get taken for granted as his career stretched on. You just expected him to go out and do great things, and he did, coming off of maybe his best season ever.
I think so. And I asked Clint Hurdle at one point late in the season a couple of things. One, was this Marte's best season under you? He said unequivocally yes, his most consistent. But I also asked him if Marte was quietly his MVP. Because all the attention that, and rightly so, Brian Reynolds got, and later in the season, Kevin Newman, he said that Marte was our guy throughout, from the beginning to the end. And I obviously, wish him well and everything else that goes into it. Now, the Pirates are left with you saw Reynolds in center field.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do it.
Yeah, he definitely can. The upside's there, but there was a lot of negative play there too. I feel like he's a guy who loves laying out for the ball, which sometimes is not the smart play to make. We've seen the ball kind of skip past him, and
a couple times
he's allowed extra bases because of it. But
does he not apologize for that either?
Exactly.
For a guy who's as honest as Reynolds, I remember going up to him after one of those games where he did that. Yeah. I think it was out in Anaheim.
Yeah.
And he just went like,
it would have been cool if I caught it.
Right? What would you say if I caught it? It's not a big deal for him.
No, but he's capable there for sure, and he's a great player. But then you've got who's taken over left field. So losing a guy like Marte definitely leaves something behind, and the prospects that they get back are obviously not patching that up in the short term.
Oh, or the long term. You're talking about Class A, but still, you're talking about Class A in baseball. You're talking about a long ways off here.
It is.
I guess I just look at the outfield from the 2020 standpoint, and you have to presume, as we did hear from Ben Cherington over the weekend, that Gregory Polanco will come back really healthy, as opposed to last time when he was like what was that, 70%? I can do everything except throw the ball.
No big deal.
Wait a second. What do you mean? You're a right fielder and you can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Every single takes a guy from first to third.
It was ridiculous to watch.
But who else?
I don't know. Yeah,
that's you mess with the goofy ideas of Colin Moran. I knew I was going to say that. What about Josh Bell?
Josh Bell, I don't know.
He's been there.
I know. I
don't see it either.
I just cannot see it with it. He's huge now. The way he's bulked up, I just don't see him having the speed to be an outfielder. And the arm. We've seen the arm from first.
Well, we've seen it be erratic. Yeah, I mean, that
scares me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So Ozuna, I don't know. Who's left at this point?
No, I think they have to go get somebody. And Cherington did kind of acknowledge. He said we were looking for. His words at the time were outfield depth, and now we know what he meant, because it's not going to be Guillermo Heredia doing it. It's just going to have a different look out there.
It will.
I don't think. You talk about what people didn't appreciate about Marte was the stable. How many runs he would have saved out there. The calming effect that he had on the pitching staff. The runs that were prevented just by him keeping a runner standing at second base or standing at third base, which, by the way, cannot be quantified, not even by the most advanced metrics. The runner just looks out there and goes, no thanks.
And another thing that you can't quantify is the dancing in the clubhouse after a big win.
Boy.
He's the MVP of that. Dude, Marte with the Latin American players after a big win was like literally a Marte parte.
That's
it was
really
fantastic,
good.
right?
Now, he'll be missed for sure.